Classic Rex. All right, here we are. We are back with some more Age of Mythology, the classics, episode number 19. Oh, that's one less than 20. And we got a couple games here on the plate. Coming up is Rosebud, who I found out is a Smurf name for soup, and Magyar. Maybe you heard about him. And then later on after that is Armycore versus Player. Those are two classic names right there. Actually, all these are classic names. Soup, Magyar, Armycore, Player. Let's get in. Let's have some fun. Should be able to see the game. If you can't see it, tell me and I'll fix it. But first, we're going to do Gather Ye Rosebuds versus Magyar. So, Rosebuds is Soup playing Loki. And Magyar over here is Blue playing Poseidon. So, Poseidon versus Loki on Ghostlake, the old Ghostlake. So these old spawns can be something else. Look at this town center. I mean, he's actually, like, right here, he's lucky his board didn't spawn up on this cliff. Which, this one, if he gets bored, could run up here. If he wanted. But, like, I love, like, these, I don't know, these old maps, they're so stupid. They're so broken. But in some ways, they're also really entertaining. I mean, just look at this. This town center in the corner of the map got some berries next to it, and walled off by the trees. I love it. And then meanwhile, you got this one that's kind of there, not got a whole lot. You get this weird pocket in the trees. The boar are here in 3. Ooh. This here is perfect example. This is the epitome of why the old map sucked, is because this caribou, the spawn so close to the edge of the cliff that half of them spawn in the void and they don't exist, because there should be just as many caribou here as there are here. And look, I'm no mathematician, but I'm seeing 7 here, 3 here. So a handful of them fell off the edge of the map. And he's kind of out of luck. But he's got his other hunt back here. So this game is back in, I think, I don't know, it's going to be around 2010, 2011 era. But yeah, Loki versus Poseidon. And already we're kind of, if we're going to cheer for somebody, I guess we got to cheer for the Loki. Because, I mean, look at this. He's robbed. Fell off the cliff. Now, what actually, though, is on the flip side, what's good, though, is both of his hunt packs spawn on the same side, whereas Magyar's got his one hunt pack here and his other is up there, though he does have the berries here. So, like, as far as pathing, it's a little better for Soup, but it's still bad. I mean, for the people that say the old maps were better, I mean, sorry, it's just the facts are the facts. It's not better, but it's fun. The relics, we got Tower of Cestus. And Pygmalion statue, plus 40% villager hit points. This is, maybe secretly, maybe not, one of the better relics in the game. Plus 40% villager hit points. If you're Atlantean, you get this, your citizens are basically never going to die. But we're at 311. The time. Looks like Soup is going to be aging up at about 440, and Magyar is going to be a little bit later than that, based on his build here. He doesn't have a whole lot of food banked up, and the scout randomly attacks the gatherer. And now we've got Soup up at 440. And Magyar be a little bit after 5. So, also a pretty perfect example of how the game is a little bit different back then as compared to now, where everybody just kind of aged up a little bit slower than they do now. I mean, you would be It'd be very, very rare to see a Poseidon aging up at 510 this day and age. Same thing as well for a Loki. Even like a 445 is just a little slow. You didn't delete the lure. You actually can't, no matter how hard you try. It self-destructs once enough hunt comes in close to the town center. Sometimes it doesn't self-destruct if food that's coming in gets it gets killed or converted before it reaches, because let's try well, technicalities, I guess, but as soon as an animal starts running towards the lure, it counts towards the limit. But if you kill the animal, like here, or if the goat gets converted here, the lure will think it never made it, but kind of will think. So that's when it doesn't delete. Is it got the food, as we see the right here on the villagers. Oh, why don't I do predictions? Is there a mod in the chat that can do a prediction? Anybody? Any mods? I don't have my phone. It's kind of too late now, but yeah, we have a little bit of pressure on this hunt here. And now he's got to back off. And, ooh, acquired the villager Pygmalion statue. Right there. That's really good. Especially against the Loki. Really good. We'll have to wait, I guess. Ooh, try to come in. Get the wall down, but yeah, there's nothing to be done here. Like, at this point, the Loki is in... It's going to be so hard for the Loki to do anything because of Pygmalion statue. I mean, 91 hit points for these villagers. And it's... And then, like, this gold mine here is so perfect. Like, you can't even do any sort of gold block. Lots of goats, too. What we got? 8 goats to... 6. So pretty close goat count as he's making another longhouse. Double temple. You don't see the double temple in 1v1 Loki anymore, I feel. I feel like they always go for a longhouse now. I assume Hall of Thanes is coming soon. Yeah, he looks like he's trying to get the resources for it. Need a little more wood, and he should get it. But yeah, it's gonna be so hard to do any raiding. As the icon are a little bit lost. Gotta run back. I always enjoyed the if nobody votes red, but red wins, everybody just to go the bet currency goes to the same place that these caribou were, or they go into the void. So maybe the caribou get them, and we're getting a Tower of Cestus, I think. Yeah, now the Hippicon are pushing back. I think he's waiting for Hall of Thanes before he takes... Let's go. One hit, and he's done. He's trying to... Oh, he moved that little repositioning. Put this guy in the front of the line, so he didn't get attacked. And is he going to make it, though? Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding in the tower. Now this is where it's very important as Loki to try to pull all of your low hit point Herseer here. This one comes back. Hippolyta is trying to get at the troll. He gets the troll, but the Hippicon will have to fall back. And now they can all start healing up again. Healing sprint's pretty solid. Here. Heals up pretty quick. I mean, this isn't a bad heal rate at all. There was a comment earlier about the age-ups were the same speed. They always have been the same speed throughout the history of the game. I don't think there were anything more than... It's a minute for every age-up except for Mythic, which is, I think, a minute and a half. But they've always been like that. Yeah, this army here will beat this army, except it's going... forward. Like right now, this is where you want to like trap half of this army. Like he can kill the 2 heroes here. Oh, but never mind. These guys coming in to help out. Nice Valk spawn. Gonna get out of there though. As your Loki, you don't want to take this fight. He's actually strangely behind in military production right now, where he doesn't win these fights. As he say this, ooh. A little bit of some bad path. He needs to split up from the Valkyrie. I don't know why he's running the Hersier with the Valkyrie. There he goes. You're like getting funneled over here. But they should be able to make it as soon as they split up. Should be able to. Trying to go for the surround here. He's doing a pretty decent job. I mean, in the end, you're never going to surround Hersier. But get some damage. And you're happy as the Poseidon here if the Loki is not raiding you. So it's pretty good. And now they're all pretty low hit points. Needs to kill them up. We're making an armory. And is Soup trying to age up? He is. This is a risky age up, though. Because, like, he ages up with flaming weapons. And then Blue can just use ceasefire. And, oh, he's coming down here. He sees this being built. He's going to try to stop it. This is a good play anyway for what he's doing. Because he can't win the fight anyway. Oh, this is really good, too, from Magyar. He legit has no idea this is coming, but he properly predicted it. Because he hasn't seen the army from Red for so long. So, really well done from Magyar to predict that they're coming. And he does have a spy on these villagers, though. We'll see if Magyar... I mean, now Magyar sees these coming up. But he's not reacting. And now he is. And this is really good. He knows he can't run this way. So he's running to his army. And keep in mind, they are the Pygmalion statue villagers. So I don't even know if he's really even going to kill any. Like, there's no point in trying to do this. And he comes up. Oh, swoop. The card game is done and over with. It's been printed off, released. It turned out really well. I've gotten some good comments about it. And where are these guys going? They're breaking off to maybe check the back town center or something. This is a nice... I'm surprised he doesn't fight this. Soup could fight this. Oh, no, he can't. Ooh. A lot of hit points getting taken there. Soup's economy is is kind of non-existent right now. He might have to use flaming weapons just to kind of save his base. Which is what Magyar wants. He wants him to use flaming weapons. So Magyar can just use ceasefire. I think he's got to use flaming weapons here. There's no way he wins this without it. You gotta use flaming weapon. And he's really holding on to flaming weapons here. He's making... Wow. Wow, no flaming weapons. At least you're hacking away at the iron jar. Is working very slowly at this town center. It's the slowest built town center in the history of the game. Yes, Blue does have ceasefire. I'm pretty sure Magyar was trying to coax out the flaming weapons here so you could just cease it. He could be a little more aggressive here, though. He's allowing all these Hersier to heal up when the Toxoides could just park here and be shooting away at him. A bit of a mistake. Also, another mistake he made is not checking the bottom gold mine. Oh, he doesn't know it's there. Be like, oh, don't want to lose your heck. Magyar should know that Soup is not in his base anymore. And so there's like the place to win now is do a gold block, and it looks like now that's what he's going for. He keep in mind he doesn't know where the gold mine is. He's checking the town center. He's probably going to run down to this gold mine and unwittingly... Oh, okay, no. He's not. Really surprised by this random iron jar coming in on the villagers. Checking the town center instead. And now he's turning around back here. He might... Oh, okay, he's going to check this gold mine. Does he run past... Yeah, he's going to run right past the proper gold mine by running down here. The question is, will he notice? Oh, just barely noticed. Dwarves on their way out. Did see. The hearse here will have to come down to help the dwarves out. Because without that mine, Soup can't mine anywhere else. And the Hippicon, kind of sensing that this army is coming, are going to run off. Go somewhere. Iron jar has been dealt with. Man, what kind of eco upgrades we got? First line of everything. These dwarves running way back. No pickaxe. Huh. Like the opposite of what you would think. Coming in down here. Oh. I don't know if this is good. I feel like Magyar is kind of throwing his advantage away a little bit. He hasn't done a whole lot with his army for a few minutes now. Where he could have done quite a bit more. Now he's up Aphrodite. Get that heavy cavalry upgrade. He's so good. You getting it yet? Yep, there it is. It's coming in. Heavy cavalry. Has this town center. First line of eco plus shaft mine. Alright, now he's got to come down here. Yeah, I like this matchup too. I liked the Poseidon Loki matchup. I think is a pretty close matchup. And a pretty fun one too. And there's a lot of kind of strategic drama behind the ceasefire versus flaming weapons. I think the play here for Magyar is to come at the town center. Is trade town centers right now. I don't know if he should be doing this. But nice, actually nice surround here on all the Toxotes. While the Hippicon are down, well, now he doesn't have a surround at all. Okay, he's going to try to go for this town center with the ceasefire. So he's hoping flaming weapons comes in, and then he'll just ceasefire and grab the town center. But Soup holding on to the flaming weapons. I mean, at some point you just got to use it. That curse was like the worst curse in the history of the game. It did 3 units. I don't know how many units there were, but like at some point, if you don't ever use flaming weapons, there's no reason, you know, you lose it. Advantage. You could try to go. Wow, we already got fortified town center. You could go tier here to get yourselves like 30 seconds of the flaming weapons, but pretty slow tier. And he's 3-1 town center right now. He's gonna have to have something magical happen pretty soon. I don't think he has a. Don't mind us. They were down on the berries. Oh wow, 4 town centers. 4-2 with a mythic age coming for Gather Ye Rosebuds. Who's still, oh yeah, it's pickaxe now. But for a solid, I don't know where he's going to get gold at. You got your 2 mines up here. I don't think that's going to happen. And definitely this gold mine isn't going to happen. And we've got a pretty good army here where if Magyar just does a 180, gets up to 180 pop, I don't even know if Flaming Weapons even wins at that point. I mean, yeah, you could. 4 town centers, usually, you're right. the 4 town center grab is a bit of a mistake. I mean, he could go up to Mythic. He's getting Levy Cavalry. He's almost got the resources for Mythic. And these units are weird. He's going to go for the gold block. And probably lose his town center. Uh-oh. These dwarves. Y'all gotta run. Y'all got to run here. Oh, no. Could do some pretty good path blocking with these Hippicon here. Regardless, that's going to be a ton of dead dwarves. Now, do we see Fimbulwinter Flaming Weapons yet? This could have been so much better, this raid. There is no pathing at all. Like path blocking. And the Mountain Giant with the big slam. Do we see? There it is. Flaming Weapons. Maybe not quite needed. Flaming Weapons, Fimbulwinter. Got the wolves here. Wolves down here. The nice thing is, when you get in a 4-2 town center deficit, all 4 spawns of the wolves will appear. So that's pretty nice. And for some reason, blue turned around to fight this, using a ton of units. This town center is going down. This one will be like half down, which will be good if he doesn't repair it. He could kill that one pretty easily. And Magyar might find himself gold blocked soon. It depends if he can hold this position or not. But yeah, the Wolves got this one down to 1,300 hit points, and you'll probably need to see a ceasefire. Yeah, so there's a ceasefire. So this gets Suppe back into the game. Gets his gold up, his gold access. He's still floating some really awesome eco upgrades here. Pickaxe, hand axe. And irrigation. Armory upgrades, nothing. And pretty decent upgrades for these cavalry. But I still don't think that Suppe can fight and win this. His only chance, I guess, is if he gets like 4 more myth unit spawns. And did he delete this cavalry? I think he did. Weird. Magyar is stuck in heroic now, and that is the scary part of these Loki. If the Herseer can just do a ton of myth unit spawns here, that'll be so good. So he wants to be a little bit below pop so he can start spawning myth units. Like, if you're, long as you're at full pop, you're not going to spawn any. So here's the spawn. There's only 2 heroes, and this one's almost dead. And now you're going to get to the point where all your myth units are just going to tank so long. And we got the dwarves fighting and shanking, and there's not a lot of Herseer here, though, to spawn myth units anymore. But I think the myth units still might carry this. We got a wolf. But losing dwarves, I don't know. I think there's just too many Hippicon now. I don't know how Suppe is going to get gold at this point. He doesn't have any economy. And here come the heroes back. So I think that was kind of the last chance fight here, where we got Magyar with a nice little side base up at the top. And I was kind of thinking we'd see some more myth unit spawns here, but we didn't quite get as many as we'd want as the really weird to tech into unupgraded Jarls. Not even tech, but switching. He's switching to Jarls that have no upgrades. You change your bet. No. We got 4 wolves, but 70 gold and no access to gold. And Magyar is, yeah, he's not going to Mythic. Not even yet. And I don't know where Suppe is going to get anything. Gold anyway. I think actually some of Suppe's problems here were just his lack of eco upgrades. I mean, now he has Shaft Mine, but for the longest time he didn't even have Pickaxe. Which kind of slowed him down. Like your goal here is like the Loki is. I mean, yeah, you can get your Fimbulwinter, which gives you access to flaming weapons. But he could have been there a little bit faster because a Loki oftentimes will buy his way to Mythic with a lot of gold. But if you don't have Pickaxe, you're not going to have a lot of gold. Yeah, I like the wolves too, but it's like Suppe is trying to figure out where in the world he's going to get gold right now. And he's switched into unupgraded Jarls. Where, yeah, I think your better play here would be to switch to some Ulfsarks, some Bragi Ulfs. To kill the Hippocon. And it would have done a lot better for him. But this is kind of like the last hope fight here is the Wolves are right in front with the heroes. And like the Wolves almost so far might as well not have been here. Now they're just starting to attack. Got a couple Ulfsarks that we do have the upgrades for them. And the wolves here, like, your two wolves fighting Atalanta. Got the town center is going to go down. And this fight is not going to go the way of Suppe. And I think that's going to be about it. We've got Earthquake coming up. That's the instant resign. Don't even wait for the Earthquake to finish. Just as soon as Earthquake is up, just resigns. Oh, man. GG. That was kind of a classic Loki Poseidon matchup. It's kind of the way you'd kind of expect it to go, where the Loki gets the initial aggression, and then the Poseidon kind of takes control. Then the Loki's kind of scared to commit anything in heroic age because you use flaming weapons, and then ceasefire just cuts it all out. And then you kind of gotta wait till Mythic for Fimbulwinter. But the problem is his Mythic age just a little too slow. 19 minutes is pretty slow for a Mythic age here. A lot of it is going to be due to the economy. I mean, he's just way behind in economy. But for most of the game, all the game. Can walls close to the TC? No. So pretty much every god power has like an HP cap where once it reaches that cap, it won't do any more damage. However, walls don't count towards that cap. Did you do the wrong result? But there is one exception to that. Tornado. Walls count towards Tornado's HP cap. So if you want to save your buildings for a tornado, throw up some random walls, and all of those hit points for the walls will count towards the cap. So do we need to fix? You guys mess up this thing here. How do I change it? How do I change it? Did you guys mess it up here? Can I change it? You didn't mess it up? We'll win this game. I can't even get this to work. Red wins, blue wins. Who won? Blue won. You guys did it right. Okay. All right. The viewers just didn't read the fine print. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Calm down, everybody. It doesn't even matter anyway. As we go on to our second game here. But yeah, so while you guys were all distracted by the prediction, keep in mind that little tidbit I just gave you about Tornado, where walls count towards the HP cap. So when I start seeing players putting random walls right next to their town center to suck up all the HP, I'll know you guys watched this stream and listened. So spam wall segments. Yep, it's the only. Well, there might be some of the maybe some of the EE, the extended edition, the Chinese god powers take wall HP into account, but of the original ones, only Tornado gets affected by wall HP. Like Earthquake, you can have a million walls, flatten them all. Meteor, flatten them all. Undermine, flatten them all. But Tornado, nope, nope, can't do it. But all right, your base will look like VGA chicks. All right, I'm gonna go to the next game here. This is also around 2011, 10-ish, 12-ish. No. This one's a little later. This is probably about 2014. Mediterranean. Not everybody's favorite map, but this game was in the AO Age of Mythology Classics section for a reason, I hope. So hopefully it'll be a good game. And I would think that since it's Medit, if it weren't a good game, nobody would care about it. So I can assume this is a pretty fun game. If it's not, we can all be mad at the people back in 2014 that this was a good game. This is weird. You don't often see this, a granary on Mediterranean. And this boar died in a really terrible spot. Like, this is almost to the point where you delete your sentry tower. Because the pathing for this boar is going to be so awful to gather off of it. I really want him to delete this tower. It's so bad. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I can't look. I mean, the first mistake is building a granary at all. The second mistake is having the boar die. Like, oh, it's so bad. Let's look at the bottom here. And meanwhile, you've got Armycore, who doesn't have to build a granary to eat his boar, but is not eating his boar anyway. I assume he'll switch over once those pigs are down. But yeah, most of the time for a nice crisp build, you won't build a granary on Mediterranean. Instead, you just eat all your pigs. Because, yeah, you're eating the pigs later. Or you're eating the pigs earlier, which means they won't have more food on them later. But it's all about who can get the best Archaic Age build to age up fastest, and whoever wins the water generally wins. So you're kind of like, I eat all my pigs to get a better advance, which means I win the water, which means I don't need the pigs anyway. You're betting your last dollar. And here it is on the board, yeah. Predictions in the chat. So Mediterranean is Mediterranean. You will see the all-out classical warfare. These are the original maps, so we'll be a little bit goofy. You got this town center nestled in like the very, very, very corner of the map. Give me my watch for more. And this one too is kind of in the corner of the map next to these berries and random pigs. Another town center. Very, very back/safe town centers for Armycore here. I'd be thrilled if I'm him with where these town centers spawn. Decently close gold mine here. Now, players' gold mines, on the other hand, pretty awful. The closest one on the left side is this. The closest one on the right side is way over here. That's pretty far for his close gold mine. I mean, look. This is his closest one, and then this is Armycore, which is within range of his town center. Same screen, see? And I'm trying as hard as I can to same screen, and we're still like, it's like 2 screens. So that could be a way for, even if Armycore loses the water, if it's like an extended water fight and he loses later on, he could go for a gold block. Question is, does he know where the gold mines are? He doesn't yet. He's aging up at 430, it looks like, and player is a little bit quicker at a 425. Actually, a pretty decent age up time, but not very many fish. Only 6 boats. A random wall here to keep that secure. Chickens want to get in on the gold mine and block that off. And now we've got Athena. We'll have the auto queue double dock. And Armycore late to get this dock up. Very weird build. He's making boats out of 1 dock. How is this ever going to work? And he's floating 300 food. This is a very strange build here for Armycore. It's almost like he's... Alright. Now that I'm very perceptive, I can see what's going on here. And he's pretending to fight the water and going for a very aggressive land build. And the Minotaur, of course, finds it, so there's going to be no surprise anymore. So the question is, how many boats did player make? Well, he needs to stop making boats. Every boat at this point is just a waste of 150 resources. And trying to get in on the Minotaur. Waiting for one more unit for the Valor. Oh, he needs to delete this Oracle, or the Oracle will get in on the Valor. He's wanting... He's going to use Valor now and probably get the... Oh, no. Okay, the Oracle missed it. I'm actually pretty sure you can dictate what units get Valored. I think it's the ones that most recently moved prior to Valor being used. I should probably test that before I say for sure, but I think that's how it works. And he's trying to get the Minotaur down. But man, these upgraded towers, along with the heroes, like, kill so much of this army. I mean, these Prometheans are just disappearing. There were Prometheans here at some point, and now there's just 4 little guys. So I don't know how this pressure is really gonna go, because like, even if he kills this tower really isn't protecting anything. So what really is the point? You know, I mean, I guess he could kill the military barracks, which would be helpful, but this tower is really hard to get at. Kills a villager. Kills Jason. And I guess could just sit underneath the town center tower, now not. And, I mean, he's killed a couple villagers, but at the expense of all of the fish. And we'll come in on these villagers again. I'm kind of surprised that player hasn't at least just thrown up like an archery range. Because you can see he's floating a lot of resources, but only has 1 military building. Now it's trying to go for a stable. Armycore only made like 2 boats. I think he made 2, and so you can see. I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, nice oracle placement here by Armycore. He knows he doesn't actually see the gold mine, but he saw the villagers, and I think. I mean, players should know these units are coming. I think he's hoping that Armycore doesn't know that this is here. But kind of fled this area a little too soon. And now he's trying to pretend like he only had 2 villagers here. And is hiding these 4 down there. But I think the Oracle... the Oracle still sees him. Tried to be so sneaky, but failed. And tried to be sneaky, but leaving like the rubble behind them. And now they're also going down, all 4 of them. So there's 6 villagers dead. And I would argue that he didn't even need to leave his base yet. But Armycore's sitting at full pop now. And oh, it's switching back to water. And oh wow, he's going to pick off a handful of boats here. And this is going very, very well for Armycore. Though he needs to watch out. Okay, very, very well done to not lose units. Eurodicious will get trapped in an area he doesn't want to be, and he will go down. And the Byron's a little too far forward. You got to get these boys out of here. And a Shockwave, and now a Resto. Gets his boats in it too? Yeah. A rare time where you see Resto being used both on land army and water. Very nice. Now Armycore is he kind of wants to get to the other side here. Like this army is kind of split off from the other side. I guess you'll kill this tower that should have been deleted at the start of the game anyway, since it interfered with the boar. But this is close. I don't know if Armycore going back to the water was a mistake or not. Probably should have just built town centers instead. I mean, he'd kind of forced player to make like an extra 8 boats, which is a lot. But now by making biremes, he kind of justified the creation of those boats, and now he's going to lose water again. So a little bit of a mistake there by Armycore. This was more of a investment for him than it was for player. Should have just grabbed 2 town centers earlier and forgot about this. Like, he's still making biremes too. He's throwing his advantage away by making that. So at this point, his army loses on land now. He wants to finish this tower off. These wood lines are a little bit gross for... Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm as surprised probably as Armycore is right now to see 7 villagers praying. I guess if you got all this fish, you might as well mass some Minotaur here. But losing 1, 2, 3 villagers, maybe? Maybe not. Alright, lost 3 villagers. Losing the forward base. Got this guy, should probably move up here. To not die. Yeah, he's going to try to hide in the corner. And we'll have to rebuild the base while sitting on the... This is a good trade-off for Armycore here. Because losing the resources in those buildings isn't as bad as what happened to player here, is losing villagers and economy. So players losing more from this trade than Armycore is. So these termites should probably not be sitting underneath the town center. Look how low HP all these units are. At least the Terma. Like, they're all like 1 shot. They're all gonna die now. If I'm Armycore, am I coming up, or if I'm player, am I coming this way with my army? I really would like to see that. Yeah, he can sack this town center with this army here. We've got 2 Minotaur and 10 hoplites. He can come down here and crash this. Now, does Armycore... Oh wow, there's some villagers here. I don't know if Armycore saw those villagers come down there. He might have. He's sensing this attack coming. He's building a wall. Building double hero Terma. Upgraded his towers. It's a mistake by player if he comes at this town center. He could kill this one. But if he goes at this one, it might not be worth it. Though if he traps all these villagers, which he's not. Okay, villagers are going to be getting killed again. I don't know why they went down here to begin with. But player should not come at this town center. We go on this one. We already used Resto. Yeah, see he's kill him on the way out. Ooh, nice shockwave. Gets everything. Except for this guy who's like, I'm out, boys. Oh man. A little bit of a water fight again. This is all over the place. 3 town centers to 1. I don't know how this is going to go for player. The old days with the 4-second shockwave. Yeah, both these gods were so good. And Armycore, just this stupid little army is like so hurt. But so annoying. I mean, these 2 units like almost kill this entire army here. Because of how low HP every single unit is. But yeah, player had a chance here to get this town center down. And he said he got a little bit greedy to come down here. And now he's got to fall all the way back. Got these random forward builds here. Still at 1 town center. Does he have per sign? He does. Does he have any other eco upgrades? Just hand axe. Armycore's economy, meanwhile. No eco upgrades. Such a classic. That's classic Atlantean. But 3 town centers. So his eco is going to go through the roof here pretty soon. This half-dead army has done so much work. Here we see the Chiro Ballista just pounding away at these triremes. Man, they do so much damage. Wow. They're wrecking these boats. Look how fast these boats all died. These Chiro absolutely destroyed them. How much attack bonus they got? Plus 200% damage. Wow. That navy just disappeared by these overly fat fellas on top of these. Look how big these dudes are. Like, compared to all the other human units in this game, these guys are so large. But the Chiros won't do well against all these Minotaurs. So, probably got to run back. Would like to see the town center grab. Does player even... Oh, he's just now noticing. Now knows. He needs to grab a town center or something. Man, he has no gold. Who's thicker? Oh, Nora, Giro, Ballista. These dudes are big. It's so weird too. I mean, they just don't look right. Like they're giants compared to all the other human units. It's just weird the way they turned out. Now we got these random biremes here. And we've got these villagers trying to come sneak down here. And These two Terma, one at 1 HP and the other at 6. Let's see what they can do with their big old villager raid on this corner. I think player maybe is gonna like wall this off or something. And now this will be the end of the roaming Terma. Didn't take long, and player is going to probably, I think, wall that off. Yeah, he's going for the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Minotaur. I really don't know if Armycore should fight this. Probably should wait till Thea comes out, because he's got nothing that can kill these Minotaur. And I can't count. There's 6. 6 Minotaur out here. Sometimes people complain that the game is Age of Mythology, but you don't see actually a lot of myth units. Well, here's some myth units for you. 6 Minotaur. The Bull Minotaur, no less, which makes their food cost 25% cheaper and plus 128 hit points. Wow. Really strong. As he is now grabbed this town center. There's Armycore with Thea. Yeah, this fight was... With him being that close to Thea, why would he fight that? Does he have any eco upgrades yet? Ooh. Nada. No eco upgrades. Nothing. Building a market. So he's going to rush Mythic Age. But here's the problem. If he goes up with Hecate, which he is, I mean, those Minotaur and Hoplites are going to basically one-shot it. And player, he'll be aging up. He's probably going to go up with Apollo, I would think, and go for like an underworld. I figure that's why he's sending these units down here. Is he was hoping to get some line of sight for an Apollo coming up soon. Oh, he forgot his armory. Only pickaxe, hand axe. And now we've got a bird. But we have Odysseus, who's... I mean, the bird attacking Odysseus doesn't help. Okay, now he's on that Minotaur, but he's got the minimum. And there's just not much of an army here for players, so the Boar Minotaur are kind of on their own. But he's got this gold secured until a bird flies in, which I guess you'd maybe would bolt it. Bird coming over here now. Random Byreme. Here, Siege Byreme. Chiro Ballista, try to get in on the boats again. We already saw the Chiro Ballista take out like an entire navy. Can we see it again? Temple goes down. Does he have a temple? Okay, he does. Hecate. Where do you use it? I think if he just pushes here and uses Hecate here, he wins, right? Alright. I'm not opposed to this Tartarian Gate. It'll eventually kill the town center. I think Armycore is going to win this here pretty quick. Because player's just so far behind. This hero villager never actually died. How did that happen? Because, yeah, player has no army. This is his army. 1 Hoplite, 3 Hippocon, and 4 Minotaur. Armycore is researching the Titans. So, oh, now he's getting his eco upgrades. We've got the 21-minute pickaxe and hand axe. He must have a double eco guild somewhere. Because I think they both upgraded at the same time. Yeah, he's got double eco guild. The Tartarian has been destroyed. The market before the guild gives you goosebumps. I don't know, no. This game isn't over. Because the way player could win here is if he sneaks a unit in and gets an underworld and kills the Titan Gate. Because then that would be 2,400 resources wasted for Armycore. And even these siege Byreme, it's not super good. So he needs to move a boat forward here to get line of sight to use an insta underworld. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I'm just trying to talk of a way to like actually get player back into the game. And Armycore is building up his base here. He's gonna probably wait for another tree, using the tree to block the underworld. Like Armycore's economy is pretty crappy, mainly because this, and he doesn't have water. Like now his army loses this fight. He should come up here and kill this town center. Like he could. I don't know where he's going with his army. Most roundabout attack on this town center. Which this is good pressure because it puts player in kind of a rough position where... Oh, we've got the Pegasus ready to go. Where's Armycore's pop? Like, I don't know if this game is over yet. We've got the Titan Gate put in. Armycore is going to lose his army here. And then we're going to see the underworld. Yep, right next to it. And put into here. Is this enough? He's going to kill the gate. There's no way he doesn't. There's no shockwave. I guess there isn't a ton of hoplites. We're all just staring at this tree. We're at 1,000 hit points, going down quick. 600. Villager down. 1 Minotaur down. I think it's going down. There's no way it's not. It's Oh, he does kill the town center. So we are at 4-1 town centers. And now the units come back. I mean, keep in mind, too, this is the old-time Zeus. Where if player gets up to Mythic Age, I mean, it's gonna be tough for Armycore to do much. I don't know. He needs to kill this town. I still think players just too far behind. I mean, we've got Masons for this, and we've. I think at 4-1 though. Even though that was awesome, he's just too far behind, isn't he? I mean, legit, Armycore wasted 2,400 resources in a Titan Gate, but he's just so far ahead it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got Fanatics, Destroyers, Arcus, and now players at 0 town center, so there's no way he can even get Mythic Age, even if he wanted to. He's also only got like 10, 20, 30, I don't know, 30 villagers. And that's it. GG. That was a fun game. You guys complaining about Mediterranean, and it ended up being a pretty wild game for Medit. So yeah, Armycore with the victory over player on Mediterranean. A nice little fake boat fight into a forward built base. You'd never see stuff like this anymore. No, Red got behind because he was just so slow to switch to land army and lost so many early villagers. Like, he had a pretty defensive gold mine here with how the towers spawn. But Armycore was just, I mean, player was just so slow to get any sort of military. He only had a academy. Could have built like an archery range because he was floating quite a bit of wood and gold. And could have just stayed on his base. Instead, he sent like 6 villagers over here. They all died. And then he's just pretty far behind economically. I mean, even with the water at the 930 mark, only 30 villagers. And you can kind of multiply Atlantean by 2.5 to 3. So Armycore is quite a bit ahead here. With villagers, and definitely, I mean, this is even worse. We're at 16 minutes, and it's 37 villagers to 26. I mean, Armycore is basically full pop villagers right now, and player with the waters at 37. And you can, I mean, just this is with the water. Like it just never got going. I mean, really nice pressure from Armycore there. But the only thing you could look at and say like Armycore did wrong was the fact that he had a market before he had one economy upgrade. Well, it doesn't really matter because you're Atlantean. In the end, his eco upgrades at the end of the game are pretty solid, but the reality is quite different. But this is a fun one. Player run around with unupgraded Hippocon and unupgraded hoplites at 25 minutes. Despite having water, which I guess he also lost at the end of the game. So a fun one. Little side build here from Armycore. And he gets the win. And it's 11:14. So you know what that means? A bedtime. Tell you what, I was so tired today, I even took a nap this afternoon. So I'm feeling pretty good, but I know I need to get to bed. So that's going to be it for tonight. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks to JC Programmer with the late night follow. Too Easy hosted me 23 minutes ago. Yo Soy Flacco with the 2-month subscription. I like it. First question is, all right, who do I ban? That's after I make him a mod. I might have to unmod that. But yeah, the Minotaur push was pretty cool. Player could have done more damage. He should have gone at the side town center. Maybe that would have helped him out there. I don't know. I think he was just so far behind at that point economically. But all right, yeah, it was fun. Thanks for watching. I like these old games. It's fun sometimes just to be able to sit back and kind of relax, watch, you know. But all right. So y'all take care. I'm not sure when I'll be back on again. Might be not till the weekend. I'll catch you then. But until then, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, but more importantly than all of that, stay positive, which your attitude likely dictates more of your life than anything else, really. But all right, that's it. Burgers every day. Yep. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll catch all of you.